Simon Dodsley, coming from Pure Storage. He's going to give us a little bit of background about Pure Storage and integrations with OpenStack. Pure Storage was our coffee sponsor today, so thank you for doing that. We all feel a little bit caffeinated as a result, so thanks, Simon. Thank you, Pure.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Billy. Hi, my name is Simon Dodsley. I am Director of Open Source Integrations at Pure. Been with them for like 11 years now, working on OpenStack all that time. You can find me at theanswerguy.com. But before we start, the first thing I want to do, if this thing works, no, it's not working. Yeah, there you go. Yes, happy birthday to OpenStack from another 15-year-old. So Pure was 15 in October last year, so from one 15-year-old to another, happy birthday. Just get that one out of the way. So I think a lot of people may have heard a little bit about Pure Storage. Some people may not have heard of us at all. So just a quick intro of who we are as a company. We were founded in 2009. We are the fastest growing enterprise storage company in history. Our platforms are based on all-flash technology. There's no spinning disk or anything like that. And in fact, in our latest iterations, we only talk directly to the NAND chips themselves. So forget that flash translation layer. We're talking directly to those NAND chips. We have a number of platforms now that are designed for basically on-prem data centers. We can give you capacity-orientated, we can give you performance-orientated, we can give you something in between. We also have an ability to create a virtual version of a flash array in the cloud. So for AWS and for Azure, you can get a flash array that lives there. It looks exactly the same, it works exactly the same, the GUI is the same, all the software is exactly the same. It is a single operating system for every platform, whether you get the smallest or the largest or the one in the cloud. It's exactly the same operating system, same API calls, same everything. And I think one thing we've just announced, actually, we have continually had an NPS score higher than 80 for the last 10 years. This year we're 81. The average for the tech industry, anyone know what the average for the tech industry is on an NPS score, a verified NPS score, anyone? Shout a number out. It's 40. But yeah, 10 would be even better for us. So I don't know this slide. The marketing people made me put this one in, so I have to read it while I'm talking about it. Again, over the last decade, we have been consistently proving our technology and everything we do in this space from a storage perspective. We're bringing down people's TCO. We're allowing you to operate your storage with less people, which means that your people you've got can go do other more important things than messing about with storage. We're incredibly reliable. We have 6 nines availability, which is a pretty good number, and we're getting close towards 7 nines availability. And the way we've architected the solution, we use a lot less power and a lot less space than other providers. So Pure has been working in OpenStack. We've had our first upstream driver was in the Juno release in 2014. We have been continuously contributing to OpenStack since that point. And we produced a Manila driver for our Flash Blade product that came out in the Xena release. And we've contributed to over 26 projects, and we're going to try and keep upping that number. We believe in the open source world. We believe in continuously giving back to the community, not just doing the stuff that's good for us. So we do write a lot of patches. We work on adding features to things like Nova and what have you as well, things that don't necessarily mean anything to the Pure platform. We are the only vendor that is fully certified to use all of the block storage protocols supported by OpenStack and the OS Brick project. And we're integrated into many different deployment methodologies, whether that be Canonical or Red Hat, Mirantis or Cola or whatever it might be. And we are actually the only NVMe TCP platform that's certified by Red Hat OpenStack platform today. And we're also one of the preferred storage platforms for Canonical OpenStack. So This is a couple of pictures of our platforms. This is the Flash Array. So we have the Flash Array for the Cinder project. We have the Flash Blade. I've not got any pictures of that there for the Manila project. If you take Ceph out of the picture, based on the OpenStack surveys, Pure is number one. The Flash Array is number one for Cinder globally in OpenStack after Ceph, which is pretty cool. And the reason is you're looking at things like you're getting an average of 5-to-1 data reduction on our arrays. Okay, those arrays are capable of doing really low-end work to really high-end work. And you can get so much packed into such a small space as well, as we're mentioning. So one of those you can see there, I think it's the Flash Array C. You can get 9 petabytes in 3 RU, which is pretty phenomenal, really. So the nice thing about our arrays as well is once you bought one, you never have to migrate off it. It's there for life. We can upgrade on the fly with no downtime. We can upgrade the controller to the next generation of controller on the fly with no downtime. And we've proved that numerous times. So from a Cinder perspective, we support all the features you would expect. We have active-active support. We could do full replication support, synchronous, asynchronous, even 3-site replication. We're the only vendor that does 3-site replication at the moment. We have front-end quality of service. In fact, we're looking at expanding that in the epoxy release. Full snapshotting capabilities. I'm not going to read all these out. Oh, the one that's really interesting, in the epoxy release, we're actually adding support for vVols. So VMware vVols are going to be supported, which means if you are migrating from VMware to OpenStack, you can just grab one of those VMware vVols and import it directly into Cinder. Create an image, bang, the system will boot, and you've moved your system over, transitioned it completely within seconds. And because of all the features we do have, you can have a Ceph-less OpenStack cluster. Okay, the things that we do, or the integrations we've done with the Flash Array, not even necessarily even with the Flash Blade as well, but the Flash Array, block storage, file storage, Glance integration, Swift support, Nova ephemeral storage, all of those things are available today in Ceph. They're also available today in Pure Storage. Okay, things that Ceph doesn't have that you might find quite interesting. Keyless data at rest encryption. Yes, Ceph has encryption, but you have to link it with a key manager. Pure does it keylessly. Ceph doesn't have that replication capability that Pure has. Ceph actually also doesn't do front-end quality of service. It can utilize back-end quality of service with KVM, but it can't do it itself on its own front end. And also Ceph doesn't do consistency groups. Which is also really interesting when you start talking about databases and running those on OpenStack environments. Consistency groups become incredibly important when you're taking snapshots. And also, with Pure Storage, you don't have to actually manage the array. You don't have to worry about it. You never need to log on to it. Whereas with Ceph, you basically need someone with a PhD in Ceph to keep the thing running. So, that was a really quick overview of OpenStack. We have a number of partnerships with the big players out there like Canonical and Red Hat, Mirantis, IBM, and a couple of the other smaller guys. I don't know if people have heard of Breakwater based in Canada and Virtuoso who are based in Switzerland. And we're looking for more OpenStack partnerships. You know, there's a couple of people we're already talking to. I can't put their logos on the screen today. But we're actively working on OpenStack partnerships as we move forward. And if you do want more information, please come see us. We have a booth over by the stairs on the far end, left-hand side. Happy to chat, happy to talk about anything I've said here, anything else you want to learn about Pure Storage. We'll talk to you whilst you're enjoying your coffee. I don't think there's any left now. I wrote this before I knew when we were related to the coffee session. But thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the sessions.